Mara woke before the light reached the windows. She always did. It was not because of an alarm. There had never been one in their bedroom. But because something in her seemed to know when the night had thinned enough to release her. The darkness would loosen its hold, becoming less solid, more like a veil than a wall, and her eyes would open as if responding to a quiet signal only she could hear. She lay still for a while, listening. The house was silent in the particular way that came just before morning. Not the silence of emptiness, but of restraint. As though the walls themselves were holding their breath, waiting for the day to decide what kind of weather it intended to be. Beside her, Elias slept. He lay on his back, one arm folded loosely across his chest, the other resting near her shoulder but never quite touching her. He slept as he lived, carefully, without intrusion. His breathing was steady, untroubled, each rise and fall measured, almost practiced. Watching him, Mara felt the familiar warmth of reassurance settle into her chest. This, she thought, was what safety looked like. She slipped out of bed quietly, careful not to wake him. The floorboards did not creak. They never did. She could not remember them ever doing so, though the house was old, older than either of them. In the kitchen, she set water to boil and reached automatically for 2 cups. They were mismatched. One was chipped at the rim, the other slightly taller, its glaze faded to a dull blue. She did not remember when they had been acquired, but she knew which belonged to whom. The chipped one was hers. She measured the tea leaves without thinking, her hands performing the task from memory rather than intention. Outside the window, the mountain town lay quiet. Autumn lingered here. The water boiled. Steam rose and vanished. For a moment, the fogged glass reflected her face back at her. Older than she sometimes felt, younger than she expected. She studied herself, searching for something she could not quite name.
You're awake early.
I didn't mean to wake you.
You didn't. I wake when you do. Cold today.
It looks the same.
That doesn't mean it feels the same.
They stood together in the small kitchen, sipping their tea in comfortable silence. Words came later, after the day had properly begun. Still, as she watched the steam curl upward, a faint sensation returned, the sense that she was forgetting something important.
Elias, do you remember the winter when the river froze solid?
The river, it hasn't frozen in years.
I know, but I thought once, long ago.
Perhaps you're remembering stories people used to tell them. Winters were harsher then, or so they said.
Did we ever see it?
Does it matter?
I suppose not.
And yet, the feeling remained. After breakfast, she walked into town. The path wound between stone walls softened by moss. People greeted her as she passed.
Mara,
Good morning.
lovely weather, isn't it?
It is. Have a good day. You too.
She returned their smiles easily. At the square, she paused. The fountain stood dry, its basin filled with fallen leaves. Merchants moved without hurry.
Mara,
Yes,
you're out early.
so are you.
Habit. Do you remember my daughter?
I'm not sure.
Of course. Forgive me. It's been a long time.
How long?
Long enough.
She turned away, leaving Mara alone by the fountain. By the time Mara returned home, the sun was higher. Elias was in the garden.
You were gone longer than usual.
I walked. I needed to think. Elias, how long have we lived here?
Long enough.
That's what she said.
People say that when they don't wish to measure time,
Why wouldn't they?
because measuring time reminds us of what is past.
You never answer directly.
Would you prefer directness, even if it brings discomfort?
I don't know.
Then let us keep things gentle, for now.
That night, Mara lay awake beside him, listening to his breathing. Outside, the wind stirred the leaves. No snow fell. Mara noticed the calendar the following morning. It hung beside the door, its pages yellowed at the edges, the current month marked neatly in her own handwriting. She paused in front of it longer than necessary. Several weeks were missing. Not torn away, simply absent. The page jumped from late autumn to early autumn again, as if time had folded back on itself.
Elias,
Yes,
do you remember buying this?
I suppose we must have.
That's not what I asked.
No, I don't remember buying it.
These weeks aren't here.
Perhaps we removed them.
Why would we do that?
For the same reason people tidy shelves, to make things feel orderly.
Did you remove them?
I don't remember.
That answer unsettled her more than a lie would have. At midday, they sat across from one another at the small table by the window. The same light fell across the same scratches in the wood.
Do you ever feel like we've had this conversation before?
Which one?
This one.
Does it feel familiar?
It feels expected.
We've been together a long time. Familiarity is not unusual.
That's not what I mean. I know what you're going to say before you say it.
That only means you know me well.
No. It feels like remembering the end of a sentence I don't recall starting.
Mara, you worry too much.
Do I?
Yes.
You answered that very quickly.
I don't want you to trouble yourself with questions that bring you no peace.
Peace. You use that word often.
Because it matters.
To you or to me?
That afternoon, Mara went to the lake. The path was familiar, worn smooth by years of footsteps. When the lake came into view, she stopped. It was unfrozen, perfectly still. A voice spoke behind her.
You're looking for something.
I didn't hear you approach.
That's common.
Do I know you?
Not well.
Then why does it feel like I should?
Because you have asked that before.
I have?
Yes,
When?
not today.
Who are you?
Someone who keeps records
Of what?
of what people choose to forget.
That's not amusing.
I'm not trying to amuse you.
That evening, she confronted Elias again.
You told me the lake never froze.
It hasn't.
Not once?
Not since we've lived here.
How long is that?
Long enough.
Stop saying that. I need you to answer me honestly. Is something wrong with me?
No, nothing is wrong with you.
Then why do I feel like parts of my life are missing?
Because remembering everything is not always a kindness.
That doesn't sound like reassurance.
It is meant to be.
Tell me the truth.
I am.
That night, Mara dreamed of snow. The square buried in white, the wind sharp with cold. Someone calling her name. She woke with tears on her face.
It's all right.
She did not know whether he was awake or asleep. The next morning, the house felt different. Not colder, not darker, just alert, as though it knew something Mara did not. She moved through the room slowly, touching familiar objects, the back of a chair, the edge of the table, the frame of a photograph turned face down on the shelf. She had never noticed that photograph before. Her fingers hovered over it. Then she turned it over. The image showed her standing alone in the square, snow falling thickly around her. She wore a heavy coat she did not own. Her hair was longer. Her expression was not peaceful. It was grieving.
Elias.
He came at once. His face changed the moment he saw the photograph.
Where did you find that?
So it's real.
Mara,
Don't.
Tell me why I remember winters that never happened.
You're confusing dreams with memory.
Then why does this exist?
You shouldn't have seen that.
That's not an answer.
You asked me once what love looks like.
That's not what I asked today.
Please. Love looks like choosing pain for yourself so someone else doesn't have to.
Whose pain?
Mine.
And mine?
You were breaking.
When?
Every winter.
Every winter.
You would remember everything. What you lost, what you gave
What
up.
did I lose? Elias?
You lost time.
That's not something people lose accidentally.
No,
Then who took it?
you agreed to it.
I would never agree to forget my own life.
You would, if remembering meant you couldn't survive it.
I don't believe you.
You begged me
Begged you for what?
to let the season pass without you feeling it.
That doesn't make sense.
It will.
Mara did not speak to him again that day. She returned to the lake. The surface was still unfrozen, but something about it felt tense, like a held breath. The timekeeper stood at the water's edge.
You found evidence.
You knew I would.
Yes,
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
because knowledge must be requested.
Then I'm requesting it now.
Be careful.
Why?
Because once remembered, a thing cannot be unremembered.
I'm tired of living around holes.
You chose the forgetting.
I don't remember choosing.
That was the condition.
What did I forget?
A child.
That's not possible.
You stood here when the ice broke.
No!
You screamed his name.
Stop!
You asked for the seasons to stop hurting you.
I didn't mean.
You meant to survive.
What was his name?
You will remember it when you're ready.
Elias knows.
Yes,
He let me forget him.
he let you live.
That night, Mara confronted Elias for the last time.
You stood beside me while I erased him.
I stood beside you so you wouldn't disappear too.
You let me believe I was whole.
You were alive.
That's not the same.
It was the only option left.
You stole years from me.
No,
Then what did you do?
I carried them. I remembered everything so you wouldn't have to.
And now?
Now you're asking for them back.
Yes.
Then winter will return.
Let it.
Outside, the wind rose. Far away, snow began to fall. Winter did not arrive all at once. It crept in. A frost traced the edges of windows overnight. The air sharpened. Breath turned visible. The mountain town shifted, uneasy, as though remembering something it had agreed to forget. Mara stood at the window before dawn, watching the first snow settle onto the ground. She did not feel surprised. She felt late.
You're shaking.
I can feel it now.
Feel what?
Everything you carried.
I never wanted you to feel this again.
But I did feel it every year, just without knowing why.
Knowing makes it worse.
No, knowing makes it real.
They walked to the lake together. The ice had begun to form, thin, fragile, whispering beneath the wind.
You chose memory.
The
I chose
timekeeper
truth.
waited.
They are rarely different.
How much will she remember?
Enough.
His name.
Not yet.
Why?
Because remembering is not a single act, it is a season.
I don't want another season taken from me.
Then you must stand in it.
Don't.
This is where it happened.
You don't need to see it again.
I need to stand where I stood. I hear him.
Mara,
He was laughing. He ran ahead of us. He always did.
please.
The ice broke so fast. I screamed.
I know.
I screamed his name.
Say it.
I can't.
You already are.
Lior.
I tried to pull him out.
I know.
I held you back so you wouldn't follow him.
I know.
You stopped breathing when they pulled him from the water.
I remember.
The bargain is complete.
What happens now?
You will remember every winter.
And the forgetting?
Gone. Will it destroy her? No.
It already did. Once.
And she survived.
Elias,
Yes?
you don't have to carry it alone anymore.
I don't know how to stop.
Then we learn together.
You don't hate me?
I hate the silence you trap me in.
And me?
I love you for staying.
The timekeeper faded into the snowfall. The lake froze completely. For the first time in years, winter arrived honestly. Spring came late that year. Not because winter refused to leave, but because the land needed time to trust warmth again. Snow lingered in the shadows long after the sun grew gentle. Ice cracked slowly along the lake's edge, retreating not with anger, but with reluctance. Mara watched it from the shore, her coat folded neatly beside her. She no longer counted the days. She let them arrive.
You're smiling.
I'm breathing.
I still wake expecting you to forget again.
I wake remembering.
Every day?
Every day.
They planted a tree near the water. Its roots pressed into earth that had once been frozen solid. Mara knelt, her hands dark with soil. Their voices did not break this time. The townspeople spoke of the winter in hushed tones. Some said it was the coldest they could remember. Others said it was the first that felt real. Mara walked through the square with steady steps. The fountain ran again. An older woman passed her.
Your son had your eyes.
Thank you for remembering him.
Thank you for letting us.
That night, Mara dreamed. Not of ice, not of loss, but of a boy running through tall grass, laughing, turning back to wave. She woke with tears on her face. They did not frighten her.
Was it him?
Yes.
Did he speak?
No,
Is that all right?
it is enough.
Seasons passed. Winter returned, sharp, honest, unhidden. Mara felt its weight. She did not look away.
I miss him.
I know.
I'll always miss him.
I know.
They stood together at the window as snow fell once more. This time, it did not erase anything. It only covered what would bloom again.
Do you regret it?
Loving him?
Remembering.
No.
Neither do I.
The quiet did not mean absence anymore. It meant space. Space for grief, space for memory, space for love. And when the season turned again, as it always would, Mara was ready.